Hello everybody, Chase26878 here. Today, we're going to be going over how to destroy RPG players in Roblox Rivals. I'm going to be giving you some 5-head knowledge, big dome piece knowledge. You need an IQ of 200 to even understand what I'm about to tell you. Yeah, I'm just joking. This is basic game knowledge that I learned while playing the game. Now, before we get into the video, everybody comment what your loadout is for Roblox Rivals. Me personally, I use the AR, pistol, fists, and grenade because I'm doing a challenge trying to get to level 50 without using any keys. Now that that's out of the way, let's get right into the video. First topic we're going to be going over is distance and creating distance. The further you are from these players, the higher survival chance you have. The closer you are, the less time the rocket has to travel and the less time you have to avoid the rocket. So let's analyze this clip. I jump up, I notice he has a rocket launcher, so I go to retreat a bit. I also know this map, so I know there's high ground right behind me, and I go straight for that. Securing high ground in this situation is very important because it gives me a height advantage, and when he's on the low ground with a rocket launcher, he can't do a lot. I start heading for high ground. Once I get to high ground, I notice him in the open, and I get 3 shots. And notice how he can't hit me with his rockets, because I have high ground and I'm far away. And it's a free kill. Let's analyze another clip. I see him jump up, and I get some good shots in. Because I got some good shots in, I push in to put some pressure. Once I locate him, I get some more shots in. And then I go into his retreat a bit, create distance, and also move a lot, so he can't hit his rockets. Because I moved a lot, he lost track of me and no longer knows where I am. This gives me an opportunity to locate him and set up some shots, and I hit the shots. Let's analyze another clip. I notice he has an RPG and I get hit. Right after he hits me, the first thing I think about is creating distance, moving a ton so he can't hit me again, and also getting into a position where I can have an advantage over him. He then hits me again, but I keep moving to get into an advantageous position. And this also gives my teammates time to jump in and get the kill. Now let's get into the topic of movement.
Guys, just move. If you got to know it, just move. It's all I want to see, some movement. I'm not seeing enough movement.
And I'm not just talking about basic movement. I'm talking about moving with a purpose. And also moving at all times. Let's get that straight here. When you're facing RPG players, you should be moving at all times. Don't stand still for more than a few seconds. If you stand still for more than a few seconds, you're probably going to die, which is why you need to keep moving, and you need to use the environment to your advantage to trick these players into thinking you're going somewhere when you're not. You need to trick them. So let's analyze this clip. I notice he has an RPG. I try to get high ground, but I miss the jump. But notice here, his line of sight is 0. He can't see me, and he's not going to see where I'm about to go. So I'm going to use that to my advantage. So I slide to the right to catch him off guard, and I get a few shots in. I then retreat to reload and regather myself after doing a ton of damage. I go up to get some high ground and get some angles. I notice him tucking in. He jumps up. He hits me with the rocket, but I get a ton of shots in, and then I move. And then he sees me this time, hits me again, but then look it. I keep moving. Don't stay in the same spot. He doesn't know where I am. He sees me. But now, I'm out of his line of sight. I pop up. He sees me a bit. And guess what? I get the angle. Alright, let's analyze another clip. We meet in the middle, trade a bit. I retreat a little bit. Slide back in, get some shots in. Has a rocket launcher. So I go back and reevaluate the situation. I try to pop up and try to catch him lacking, but I don't get any shots in. Get out of his line of sight, wait for him to peek, and get the kill. Let's get right into the next clip. So I'm pushing him. I accidentally get caught lacking by him. But it's not the end of the world because I still get my shots in and then I have to retreat a bit. I use this time to reevaluate my situation. I did a ton of damage, so I expect him to be up on me, and I get that shot, and I expect him to repeat, and I get the kill. Notice how I didn't stop moving. I kept moving, and it got me the win. And I kid you not, this kid spent half the match typing in the chat. Because he was crying because he couldn't kill me. He had a temper tantrum mid-game and started calling me a camper and said he was going to report me. Like, brother, get off the game, read a book, or go to school. Alright, now we're going to be discussing the final topic of this video, and that is spatial awareness and positioning on the map. Spatial awareness, like, where's high ground? Where's my enemy right now? Where can I escape if I get into a sticky situation? These are things you need to be thinking about. Now, when we're talking about positioning, I'm talking about not putting yourself into a sticky situation. You need to be thinking about where you are on the map. If you're on high ground, if you can stay on high ground, trying to keep your opponent on low ground. You need to think about positioning. Now that that's out of the way, let's take a look at some examples. So let's analyze this clip together. I slide out, I see him. He does not see me, so I get some free shots in. And watch what I do after. After I shred him, I then retreat and head to high ground. Retreating gives me a chance to recuperate and also head to the high ground, which will make the playing field more even. If he had high ground and I stayed on low ground, he has an extreme advantage. It only takes one rocket to kill you. To add to all the positive reasons why disengaging in that situation was so good, he no longer knows where I am. After I shredded him, he hid behind the roof while I ran to high ground. He doesn't know I have this peek on him. I then shred him some more. He hits me with a rocket. I land and I go for the suicide shot and I hit it. Now that we're at the end of the video, I hope that these tips and tricks can help you guys destroy RPG players in Roblox Rivals. I had a blast making this video, and if you made it this far, please feel free to like and subscribe. I appreciate every single like and subscribe I get, and I'll see you guys in the next video.